Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How was your night? How was your night? Well, bless God for another beautiful day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, everything is perfectly done. Lord has done it. God is just so faithful. God is faithful. I know that there have been a lot of obstacles along the line, a lot of promises and fail along the line, and a lot of next week upon next week, next month upon next month is not coming to reality, and it's as if everything is not just working, as if this whole thing is just like a scam. But the Lord has done it. Everything is just working so fast this time around and is working to our favor by the special grace of God. We all know the information we've received in this week. Somebody might say, what is the information we've received? Every information we've received so far pointed that there is disbursement, and every finger is pointing towards next week. Yes, every finger is pointing towards next week for disbursement to kickstart properly, which in turn it will get to you and I very, very shortly. I am telling you this one from the point of confidence. I am telling you because with the little information I've been able to gather after calling one or two persons yesterday and after receiving some information from those people I know that they are close to the corridors of information, what I gather gladdens my heart. I won't lie to you. What I gathered, in fact, the information I was able to get, the reason why you see me, I'm being happy now. Because of the information I gathered. The information is that everything is already set. Because, when you're hearing all this information here and there coming from other, normal source, from other people will be hearing information from, and you yourself, you have to be able to call one or two persons. And after calling these people that I know that, okay, I register under them, I was able to gather that at the point that we are now presently is the point of data checking, not data collation anymore. Is at the point of data checking. That simply means cross-check your data to make sure that everything is intact. Cross-check it to make sure that no account number is omitted, no name is omitted, names are well spelled and stuff like that. That is the point that they are now. And also the NGOs also calling their CEOs to make sure that they cross-check from their own angle so as to make sure that the name sent to them is intact. And if peradventure they have any other name they want to replace, change, or edit, they should quickly do that now before it's too late. That is the point that they are now. Because we all know that by the time this form gets to the NGO, they have a stipulated time frame that will be given to them, which might be either 48 hours or 72 hours at most, that will be given to them to make sure that they carry out the disbursement. So as at that point, there will no longer be time for data checking. It will just be disbursement straight up. And if your account number is missing or is incorrect or is not complete, that simply means you will not receive disbursement. That means you will not receive disbursement. So this is the reason why at this point now, this is a critical period whereby even you yourself, you have to cross-check your name, the account number you gave to your CEO or your NGOs, to cross-check that they are correct. Even if you know, go and cross-check again to make sure that the data you gave to them is correct. Because by the time they start disbursement, they might not have time to start calling you, Mr. Sususu, your account number is not complete. No, they might not have time to be doing that. So go and cross-check with your CEO or your NGO now, because at the point that they are is for cross-checking to make sure that everything is intact. All finger is pointing towards next week. We know Lady Rich also said it in one of her statements that the point that they are now is not data collection, that she called it. But when I called, they say what they are just doing is not even data collection, it's data checking to make sure that everything is intact. Now all finger is pointing towards next week, and we know that we'll say next week again. Yes, we've been hearing it next week again, but I just believe that this time around is going to be different. This time around, the next week of this time around, by the special grace of God, is going to be, because according to the information is that everything is settled. That the only thing is we should just be praying that nothing should arise again at the point of disbursement. That it is only when something arises that they can tell you that something we have to shift, we have to do this, that it will now become next week, another next week again. But with the look of things now, with the situation of things now, that everything is done and dusted, ready to go, our prayer should be nothing change at the point of disbursement. I can say that boldly based on the information I've gathered so far, that things are working for good, that everything is settled, and fingers are seriously pointed towards next week for disbursement to kickstart fully. Though I don't really know when it will get to the the subscribers, the people like you and I. I don't know when it will get to us, but I know that fully disbursement is kickstarting next week according to the sources. So all fingers crossed, we'll be watching and waiting for this thing to happen. And all we can just do now, all we should be doing is to put all these things, to put them in prayer, and to put the disbursement in prayer, that nothing should arise at the point of disbursement. That should be our prayer right now. This is Vara GTHQ. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do us a favor, subscribe, click on the notification bell so that anytime we drop update, you will be the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye for now.